All right, so here we are. It's Saturday, June 20th, and we're here for Yoga in the Park. So if you're joining us virtually, welcome. We have a wonderful circle of friends around, so we're gonna make this a peaceful and joyful and relaxing experience. Let's make it our own practice. So do what you need to do. Like I said, if you wanna just lay on your mat for an hour, that's okay too. We are going to start with some relaxation, so let's go down onto our backs. Let's close our eyes. Let our arms rest at our sides, palms open, face to the sky. And start to breathe deeply in through your nose, expanding your belly, back, and rib cage as you inhale. And exhaling out through your nose as well, feeling that same area of your body contract and empty. And as we're feeling that breath circulating around the body, let's bring awareness to our face. Relaxing our eyes, relaxing our jaw. And then let your breath move into your neck and relax the muscles in your neck. Bring your breath into your arms and breathe from your shoulders to your fingertips. And then let's guide our breath into our legs and breathe from our hips to our toes. Let's actually wiggle our toes a little bit. And let's bring our breath into our spine and breathe from the top of our head down through the tailbone. Letting your breath weave itself in between each segment of your spine. Now let's inhale both arms towards the sky and exhale behind us, stretching out through your fingertips and then push out through your heels. Spread your toes out really wide and then scrunch them up really tight. Spread them wide, scrunch them tight. And then just let your feet relax. Let's inhale the arms back up towards the sky and exhale, return to your sides. Pull the right knee up to your chest. We'll give ourselves a nice tight hug and flex and point the right foot. Now roll the ankle around. Let's lead with our big toe. And just rest your foot. We'll send that leg out and switch, pulling the left knee in, draw it in close to your body. Flexing and pointing our foot. Circling our ankle, leading with our big toe. And then let your foot relax. Let's bring the right knee back in, and this time we'll give ourselves a tight hug with both knees close to the body, adding a few gentle rocks side to side. And then just hang out in neutral and let's circle both knees around and around. Feel a massage in your lower back. And let's reverse our circles. And then we'll just hug our knees in close. From there, let's rest our feet on the mat and pull the right knee into your chest Extending the right leg towards the sky. Reach your hands up as close to your ankle as you can. And then just push out through the heel of your foot. Think about pulling your toes over your head. Release and let that leg float all the way to the mat. And then let's bend the knee and we'll switch sides. Pull the left knee in. Extend the foot towards the sky. Flexing your foot and think about pulling your toes over your head. Let's release and let that leg float all the way back down. Once there, we're going to rebend both our knees. Pull them back into your chest for that nice tight hug. A few more gentle rocks side to side. And a couple more knee circles around and around. And let's reverse. And then keep the knees tucked in. As we exhale, we're going to roll the body up. And once we've made it up, let's find an easy cross-leg position. Allow your palms to open face to the sky. Feel your shoulders actually falling away from your ears. Close your eyes and continue to breathe deeply. We're going to drop our chin to our chest and feel a stretch in the back of our neck. Let's lift the head and tip back, opening our throat. Again, exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift the head, tip back, open our throat. Exhale again, chin to chest. Inhale, lift, tip back, open our throat. And then let's bring our head back to a neutral place. We're going to turn our eyes to look over our left shoulder. Come back to center and turn to look over the right. Come back through center again, turning to look left. Back through center, we turn and look right. And then we're back to that neutral place. Drop the chin against the cheek. And roll your left ear to the left. Drop the chin and let's roll to the right. Drop the chin and roll to your left. Again, drop the chin and roll to your right. Dropping the chin and roll to your left. You're going to hang out right there and place your left hand just above your right ear. And let's push right palm to the earth. Feel the stretch go up the arm along the side of your neck. And then from there, let's reach up towards the sky and just gaze up at your left hand. Let's side bend off to the right, right palm to the sky. And we'll come back up. Side bend again, right palm to the sky. And we lift. Once again, side bend to the right. And we lift. Let that arm float down. Once down, we're going to roll our shoulders from back to front. And then let your hands return to your knees. Dropping the chin to the chest. Tipping that left ear to the left shoulder. Drop the chin to the chest and tip that right ear to right shoulder. And then let's place the right hand just above the left ear and push the left palm into the earth. Breathing up the arm and along the side of our neck. Let's reach up to the sky, gazing up at our right hand. Side bend to the left, right palm to the sky. And come back up. Try again, side bend to the left, right palm to the sky. And lift. Once more, let's side bend and lift. And then we'll let that arm float all the way down. Rolling the shoulders back to front. And then let's make it a little bit bigger, so extending the arms, keeping the elbows soft. And then from there, let's just extend the arms out strong and straight. While we're sitting tall, I'm gonna rotate to our left. Let the arms float down. Let the arms rise up. Come back to center. Sitting tall, we rotate to the right. Let the arms float down. Let the arms rise up. And come back to center. Now let's bring the back of our hands together. Scoop the belly in, kind of round your back and pull back with that belly button. Inhale, open your arms, open your heart, open your throat. Exhale, round, coming forward. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, round, coming forward. And inhale, open. Once more, round, coming forward. And then inhale and open. Let everything come back to a neutral place. Fingertips reaching out alongside your body. Breathing into all that space in your spine. We'll take one more inhale as we are. Exhale as we soften. And let's transition onto hands and knees. So whatever way works best for you to get to hands and knees. Once we're there, we want to make sure we've got our shoulders over our wrists. We've got the tops of our feet pressed into the mat. We've got our hips over our knees, and our fingers are spread wide. We want to actually turn the hands in slightly, so if you were to bring them together, they would form a triangle. From here, start sinking your navel, lifting your tailbone, lifting your head, open your heart for cow. Exhale, scoop the belly in, let's round for cat. Inhale, open for cow. Exhale, round for cat. Inhale again for cow. And exhale, round for cat. Let's make our way back to our neutral spine. And extend the right leg behind us, push out through the right heel. Let's add the left arm forward, reaching out. Let your left palm kind of rotate towards the sky. Let's exhale, lower and switch, sending the left leg back, push out through the left heel. Add the right arm forward, extending out, letting that right palm rotate towards the sky. Exhale back down, and let's switch again. Now let's bring the right knee in towards the left elbow and re-extend. So we're gonna exhale, pull in, and inhale, extend. Once more, exhale, pull in, and inhale, extend. And then let's come back to all fours, and we'll switch. Left leg extends, right arm comes forward. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Once more, exhale, elbow to knee. And inhale, extend. And then we're back to our all fours. We're gonna separate our knees, keep our big toes touching, and push our tailbone back to the heels. Drop your chest down between your knees, forehead on the mat. Try turning your palms more upright while you do this, and feel that stretch increase all down the sides of your body. Let's flip the palms back over. Spread your fingers wide. Remember that hand position. Tucking our toes, let's move into downward facing dog. Allow your head to drop through your arms and feel your rib cage pulling closer to your thighs. Feel the base of your shoulder blades drawing towards your gluteals. And let's nod our head yes a couple times. And then we'll shake our head no. And then just let your head dangle there. as we walk our dog, lift and lower each heel individually. Let's lift both heels at the same time and then drop the heels back down. Let's inhale, come forward into plank. So we've got our belly button nice and tight, our buttocks is relaxed, we're pushing through the back of our inner knees, and our eyes are looking out. Exhale back up into down dog. Inhale forward to plank. And exhale again, down dog. Let's inhale plank once again, and now just modify onto your knees. From there, we're gonna start to lower with the elbows wide. Let your chest come down, your hips come down, tuck your elbows in. And then as we lengthen the spine, we're pressing through the hip bones, pressing through the tops of our feet. We rise into our cobra. Exhale, going down, elbows come wide. Tuck the elbows in, inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale again, elbows wide on the way down. Elbows tuck in on the way up. Let's push back into extended child's pose and breathe. Retuck the toes. We move back up into downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank. Modify if you'd like. Lowering down, elbows wide, chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, rise, cobra. This time we'll tuck our toes and come right back up into down dog. Inhale forward to plank. Modify if you'd like. Lower down, elbows wide, chest down, hips down, elbows in. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck our toes, downward facing dog. Once more, inhale to plank. Modify if you'd like. Elbows wide on the way down, chest down, hips down, elbows in. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, everybody's back into extended child's pose. Let's scoop the belly in and round ourselves for cat. Sink our navel, lift our tailbone, open our heart for cow. Exhale again, round for cat. And inhale, open for cow. And then just hang out in that neutral place. From there, let's step the left foot forward. We're gonna stand right bended knee. We've got our left knee over our ankle, pushing weight into our left big toe, second toe. Let's open the arms for an airplane. And then as we inhale, let's lift up our body. Extend the arms to the sky. There's crescent moon. Let's open the arms and start to rotate off to our right. And just look over your left hand. Feel the length from your fingertips to your fingertips. And then let's bring the left hand to the mat and send the right hand towards the sky. We'll exhale back down. Send the left foot back. Sink the navel, lift the tailbone, lift your head, open your heart. There's our cow. Exhale, round cat. Inhale again, cow. And exhale, round cat. And then we're back to neutral. And we'll switch legs. So now we can step our right foot forward. We've got our knee over our ankle. We've weight in our big toe, second toe. When you're ready, arms wide for your airplane. And then as we inhale, let's reach to the sky, crescent moon. Arms open, and we rotate left. And we're gonna look over that right palm. Feel that amazing stretch from your fingertips to fingertips. And then we'll place the right hand down, extend the left arm to the sky. Breathe. As we exhale, bring the left hand back down. Right knee comes back into place. Let's tuck our toes and press back up. Downward facing dog. We'll do a few more walks of our dog. And then just raise your heels and press them down. Let's take a giant step forward with the right foot. So now we want to make sure, again, knees over ankle, weight is in big toe, second toe. We're on the ball of our left foot. And then let's lift up, bringing us into lunge. We'll add the arms wide. A little bit different on an uneven surface. Really brings all of your balance into challenge. Let your hands come to your heart. Good, and then inhale towards the sky. And exhale, fold forward. Let's step our right foot back. Push back into downward facing dog. And then step your left foot forward. Same thing, we're pushing into our left big toe, second toe, giving us stability. Remain on the ball of your right foot and then rise into your lunge. Let the arms reach out. And then let the arms reach high. Good. And let's bring our hands to our heart. And we'll hinge forward again. Hands return to the mat. This time, let's step the right foot forward. All right, and we want our toes in slightly, our heels out slightly. And we're gonna roll all the way up. Reach high to the sky, and then exhale to your heart. Let's inhale again to the sky. Exhale, we're gonna fold forward. Inhale, looking out. Exhale, fold deeper. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Modify if you'd like. Lowering down, elbows wide, chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. And feel free to use your knees to get back up into down dog. Inhale, forward again into plank. And exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward. Toes in, heels out. Inhale, let's roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale again to the sky. Exhale, fold the body forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale as we sink. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Modify if you'd like. Lowering down, elbows wide, chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. And exhale again, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward. Toes in, heels out. Inhale, let's roll up. Reach high to the sky. Exhale to your heart. Now just let your arms extend at your sides, palms facing forward. There's our standing mountain pose. Inhale again to the sky. Exhale as we fold. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Step your right foot back into your lunge. And then we're gonna push our right heel down. Turn our right toes out and align your left heel with the back of your right heel. Still pushing down into your left big toe, second toe. Start lifting your upper body. You want our hip bones square to the front edge of our mat. And then add your arms when you're ready for Warrior One. And just breathe. From there, let the arms go wide. And let's pull the left leg straight without locking. Then we're gonna rotate the upper body so we end up facing the side of our mat. Now we can turn our toes in and our heels out. We've got our feet a little wider than our hips. And our arms are reaching with our palms facing the sky. 5-pointed star. Let's inhale towards the sky. On the exhale, we're gonna bend the knees, pull forward, brush the floor with your fingers, and then inhale, rise back up. Exhale again, bend the knees, coming forward, brushing that mat, and inhale back up. Exhale, bend the knees, brushing the floor, and inhale back up. Once more, exhale, bend the knees, brush the floor, and inhale back up. And then we can come back into our 5-pointed star. Let's hinge forward, keeping the back strong and straight. That brings us into straddle airplane. Let your hands come down to the mat. Bend your knees as much as you might need to so that you can really relax your upper body. We're going to inhale to look out. And then as we exhale, we want to just let the upper body go completely limp. And again, bent knees is just fine. Let's press our palms into the mat. Push the arms straight and then try just lifting your heels a little bit. And let them press back down. Again, let's lift those heels and press them down. Once more, lifting our heels and press them down. Inhale, looking out, flat back. Hands on thighs if you'd like until you get yourself supported. And then eventually we extend our arms. We're back in our airplane. Inhale as we rise. Palms rotate to the sky. And we're back in our five-pointed star. From there, let's turn our left toes to face the front end of our mat and align our left heel with our right arch. Good. And now we want to make sure that we're keeping our hip bones facing the wide edge of our mat. Let's bend the left knee. Going to bring it out over that ankle without going past our toes. And there's our warrior two. Let's try lifting the right arm up alongside of our ear. Extend the left arm a little forward. Now lift the left and lower the right. Let your left palm turn towards the sky. And there's our reverse warrior. And let's bring our arms back into warrior two. Pull the left leg straight without locking. And we're right back where we started. So we're imagining that we're being pressed between two panes of glass. Start pulling your right hip to the right, reaching your left arm out as far as it will go. Once we can't go any farther, you can lower your left and lift your right. And remember, it's perfectly fine to keep your left hand somewhere on that left leg versus all the way to the floor. The goal of triangle is to make sure that the body stays open and flat. We've got long reaching arms, strong foundational legs, breathing into all that space. Good, let's take one more inhale. On the exhale, let's bend the left knee. You can either rest your forearm on your thigh, or you could reach your left hand to the mat. Meanwhile, our right arm is still extended, and this is simply extended angle pose. As we exhale, let's revolve the upper body. Lift to the ball of your right foot so you're back in lunge. You can modify this if you want by coming to your knee. Otherwise, we're going to inhale the left arm out to the side and then exhale, revolve at the waist. And there's our twisting lunge. Exhale that left hand down. Go ahead and step back with your left foot, bringing you into our sturdy plank. Modify if you'd like. Lowering halfway down, elbows wide, chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale to our plank. And exhale again, down dog. Now let's try extending the right leg back and reaching that heel towards the sky. Three-legged dog. And then take a giant step forward with your right foot. Brings us back into our lunge. Now once you've made it back into lunge, we're going to start to straighten the right leg and push our left heel closer to the mat. So you're going to feel a really deep stretch in your hamstrings. And you're going to let your upper body sink against that right thigh. So remember, if you don't want to keep your hands on the mat, you can place them up somewhere on that right shin area. But we want to relax the upper body. And then let's rebend the right knee so we're back into our lunge. And then we'll step our left foot forward, bringing us back into forward bend. Let your rib cage rest on your thighs. Cradle your elbows in the palms of your hands and let your head drop within that frame. Bent knees is perfectly fine. And then let's release fingers and roll up. Reach high to the sky and exhale to our heart. Inhale again to the sky and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale a little deeper. And this time our left foot steps back into our lunge. Let's push our left heel to the mat. Turn our left toes out. Align your right heel with the back of your left heel. Push down through right big toe, second toe, knee over ankle as we're rising. Want to square those hips to the front end of our mat. Add the arms when ready. Warrior one. Good, breathe. From there, let's open the arms wide. Start to pull your right leg straight without locking, and then we'll rotate so we end up facing the other wide side of our mat. We've got our toes in, our heels out, our palms reaching to the sky. Let's rotate the palms to face forward and let them meet. Then we're going to lace our fingers, press our index fingers together. And then bend the elbows so the forearms and the elbows come close. And let's inhale, lift the arms, allowing them to frame your head. On the exhale, let the arms float open. And we're going to hook them together behind our back. So you can either hook your thumbs, your second and third fingers, or you could clasp your hands together. Meanwhile, we want to think of opening the heart, drawing the shoulder blades closer together, tipping our head back to open our throat. And then let's inhale ourselves back to a neutral place. Exhale, begin to hinge forward, leading with your ribs. Folding down. Once we're down as far as we can go, let those arms try to stretch a little higher to the sky. And remember, bent knees is perfectly fine. On the exhale, let's release our hands, return them to the mat, press down into your palms. You've got those nice straight arms. We're going to bend our right knee and shift our weight to the right as we keep that left foot pressing down. Feel a stretch in that inner left thigh. Let's come on up and switch. Bending the left knee, inner right thigh pulls forward. Come back up, switch again, bending the right knee. Pull back up and bend the left knee. And then return to that neutral place. Inhale, look out with your flat back. Hands on thighs if you want to get yourself stable. And then add your arms for airplane. As we inhale, let's rise. Let your palms open face to the sky. And that brought us right back into five-pointed star. Now let's turn our right toes to face the front end of our mat. Align our right heel with our left arch. And then when you feel ready, bend the right knee. Find that place where you feel very balanced and very strong. You've got an equal amount of weight in both feet, but the weight in your front foot is pressed into the big toe, second toe. Let's lift the left arm alongside the ear. Reach that right arm a little farther out and then lift your right as you lower your left, turning your right palm towards the sky. Reverse warrior. And then we'll bring ourselves back to warrior two. Good, now let's pull the right leg straight and we are right back where we started. Moving into triangle pose, let's make sure we've got straight arms, straight legs, nice long open spine, and start to pull your left hip to the left. Extend your right arm out in front as far as it will go. Once we can't go any farther, we can lower the right and lift the left. And again, you can keep that right hand somewhere on your right leg if you'd like, ensuring that we're keeping the triangle nice and open. We'll take one more inhale in triangle. On the exhale, let's bend the right knee. And we can either place our forearm on our thigh, or we could reach our right hand to the mat. But meanwhile, our left fingers are still reaching to the sky. We feel as though the back side of our body is just pressing against an invisible wall. Got one more inhale. Exhale, let's revolve the upper body. Return to the ball of your left foot, bringing you back into your lunge. Modify if you'd like down onto your knee. Gonna inhale the right arm to the side. Exhale, revolve at the waist. And there's our twisting lunge. Good, exhale your right hand back down. Stepping back into plank or modified plank. Lowering halfway, elbows wide. Chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's extend the left leg behind and think about pulling your heel towards the sky. Step the left foot through your hands, bringing you back into your lunge. Once there, start to push your right heel down and straighten your left leg. And we're gonna inhale, look out, and exhale, try to sink a little deeper into that left thigh. And remember, hands don't have to be on the mat. You can rest them on your left shin if you need to. On the next exhale, let's rebend the left knee, bringing us back into lunge, and then we'll step our right foot forward. Our toes are turned in, our heels are out. Gonna inhale, roll up. Reach high to the sky. And then exhale to our heart. Inhale again to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale as we sink. Now I want you to bend your knees. And while you're bending your knees, start sinking your hips down. And you're gonna pull your knees closer together. And once you're there, lift your ribs away from your thighs. We'll add the arms alongside of our ears, and that becomes our chair pose. So I want you to be turning your toes in slightly and your heels out slightly, and really think about lifting your ribs off of your thighs. Good, now inhale, reach high, touch the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart, and let your arms come down. And we're back in mountain pose. All right, so we're gonna do a little balance challenge. So we've got the wind, we've got some unstable surface. We're gonna be trees, like these big trees here. So let's find a focal point for your eyes. Just find a little spot and focus on that spot. Think about pulling your navel tight against your spine. And then begin to shift your weight into your left foot. Once you've got your weight in your left foot, concentrate on really pressing into your big toe, second toe. And then put your right heel against your left ankle bone. We're gonna place our hands together at our heart. And then see about lifting your toes. Now maybe you only want to lift it so that your big toe is still on the earth. That's okay. You can keep your foot low. You can keep your foot a little higher. Just make sure that you're not pushing your heel against the side of your knee. And if you want to create branches for your tree, reach them towards the sky. As we exhale, we can let the branches come down first. Good. And then return your foot down to the earth and reroot your tree. And we're back in our standing mountain pose. Breathe. All right, so same thing on the other side. We've got our focal point. I'm going to begin to shift our weight into our right foot. Place your left heel against your right ankle bone. Make sure that belly button is nice and tight. Place your hands at your heart. And then when you're ready, you can lift your toes. They don't have to be high. And then if you want to, you can grow the branches of your tree. And then let's lower the branches first. And we can reroot the tree. And that brings us back into our standing mountain pose. All right, let's inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, go a little deeper. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Let's try keeping left shoulder over left wrist. Turning to the side for side plank. Modification, you simply set the side of your left knee on the mat. But we want to feel like our right hand is being drawn right up to the sky. As we exhale, let's come back around into full plank. Try pressing back up into down dog. We'll do a few more walks of our dog. And then we'll raise our heels and press them down. Let's come forward again into plank. And we'll do side plank on the right. So we want to make sure shoulders over wrist. Turning to open left arm to the sky. Modification, side of the right knee on the mat. Exhale, come back around into your plank. One more time, we're going up into downward facing dog. And then from there, let's come down onto our knees. Press through the tops of your feet as you're separating your knees and push that tailbone back. Let your chest drop between your knees, forehead's on the mat. Let's take the right arm and pass it through the left armpit. Allow your right shoulder to melt into the mat. Just let the weight of your body deepen that stretch. Bring the right arm out and we'll switch. Let's pass the left through the right again, just sinking your shoulder down. Bring the left arm back out, and once again, press back into your tailbone. Let's scoop the belly in and round up for a good strong cat. Sink your navel, lift your tailbone, lift your head, open your heart, cow. And then just return to neutral. From there, we'll take a seat. And once we're seated, let's just stretch the legs out straight. You're gonna keep a tiny bend in our knees. Come forward and see if you can hook around your big toes with your second and third fingers. Once you've got a hold of your toes, I want you to pull your ribs close to your thighs. And then try to push your legs straighter as you fold a little deeper down. And then let's release our toes and we can roll up. Once we're up, let's keep our right leg straight. We'll bend the left knee and let your foot walk in closer to your body. Let's take the right arm, we're gonna wrap it around the bent left knee. And inhale, sit up a little taller, a little straighter. And then as we exhale, we're gonna rotate at our waist to look over that left shoulder. And then try threading the back of your left hand around so it comes to the outside of your right hip. As we exhale, let's untwist. And we're gonna let the left knee fold towards the mat, pushing your left foot to the inside of your right thigh, and then let your hands reach on either side of your right leg. And we're gonna start to creep those fingers forward a little bit as we're folding a little deeper down. So we're not only feeling a stretch in the back of our right leg, but we should also be feeling some significant stretch in that left hip. As we inhale, let's come back up. We're gonna bend the right knee and just stack it on top of our left knee. So we're gonna bring our knees and feet as close together as we can. It's perfectly fine to keep your legs splayed apart. We're gonna hold our right ankle with our right hand, send our left arm towards the sky, and side stretch to your right. And then while you're there, see if you can bring your right hand up and just gently pull on your left wrist. You shouldn't feel any tension or stress in the shoulders or the neck. We'll inhale back up, exhale, open down. Good, now let's bring the legs back around and we'll switch. So this time we're gonna bend the right knee, walking the foot in as close as we can. Sitting nice and tall, let's wrap the left arm around the bent right leg. Inhale, sit taller. On the exhale, start to rotate at your waist so you can look over your right shoulder. Thread the back of your right hand around so it creeps around to the outside of your left hip. And then as we exhale, we can untwist. And let's let the right knee lower down towards the mat. We're pushing the bottom of our right foot against our left inner thigh. Hands on either side of our left leg. Start to creep the fingers a little forward as you're folding down. Feeling the stretch going up the back of your left leg and the outside of your right hip. And then as we inhale, we can rise back up. And we're going to shift our weight all the way onto the right hip so that we can stack our knees and feet as close together as we can. Let's hold on to our left ankle with our left hand. Reach our right hand high and then do a little side bend to your left. Once you're there, see if you can grab hold of your left wrist. Give it a little bit of a pull. Keep the shoulders and the neck relaxed. And then as we exhale, then let the arms float down. And let's re-stretch the legs out straight. Keeping a little bend, we're going back down to our toes. We're gonna see about pulling our ribs to our thighs. So bend your knees enough until you can actually feel your ribs on your thighs. And then you're just going to keep pressing your legs straighter, and don't worry if they don't go all the way straight, but keep the upper body pressed against your thighs. And then let's release our toes and we can roll back up. Good, and then once we're up, let's bend both of our knees. We're gonna place our hands behind our thighs, relax our shoulders away from our ears, keep our head and heart lifted, and then see about finding your balance on your tailbone. And then extend your legs, go where you can without rounding your back. And once you found that spot, see about adding the arms. And then let's start to open all the way down. Once we're down, I want you to push out through the heels of your feet. Reach out through your fingertips. Bring your big toes together and separate your heels. Good, then we'll lift the arms back up and let them come alongside your body. Once there, let's bend both knees, feet on the mat. Space them apart about hips distance. Turn your toes in slightly, heels apart. Tighten the belly and start to pull your hips away from the mat, rising into shoulder bridge. So we want to make sure that we're not feeling any weight in our neck. We're feeling lots of activation in the buttocks and the hamstrings, without feeling strain or stress in the top of our thighs or our knees. Let's inhale the arms to the sky. Exhale, we're going to slowly melt down, one segment at a time. Once down, let's bring the arms alongside the body once again. Tightening the belly, we're going to peel back up again. So let's return to bridge. Feeling those hips rising towards the sky. Float the arms back up. Now I want you to open the arms wide and then allow your body to sink back down. And then once we're all the way back down, knees and feet move closer together, let's drop both of our knees to the right. Keep your left shoulder on the mat and just turn to look left. Bring the knees back up. Slowly drop them to the left as we look right. And then we'll bring the knees back up. And let's pull the right knee to the chest. Extend the leg towards the sky. Walk your hands up as close to your ankle as you can. Think about pulling toes overhead. And then see if you can push your left leg out straight and use your left hand to press on that left thigh. So hopefully you feel a difference versus when we did this in the very beginning. Now let's take the left hand to the outside of the right ankle or calf. Open the right arm to the side and start to pull the right leg across the midline of the body without letting our right hip lift too much. I want you to feel this going all the way down the outside of your right leg. And then bring it back to neutral and bend the right knee. Use your left hand to grab hold of your right ankle and start to pull your right heel over towards your left hip bone, opening your right knee out to the side for upside down pigeon. And then we can bring the knee back to neutral. Rest your foot down. And let's pull the left knee in. Extend the leg towards the sky. Walk your hands up as high as they'll reach. And then try pushing your right leg out straight. Use your right hand to push down on the outside of your right thigh to remind you to keep that buttocks down, and pull those left toes over your head. And then we'll bring the right hand up so it comes on the outside of your left ankle. Open the left arm wide, and let's start to draw that left leg across the midline of your body. Feel that stretch going up the outside of your hip, outside of that left thigh. And then we're back to neutral. Bend the left knee. Use your right hand to grab hold of that ankle as you start to pull the heel of your left foot to your right hip bone. Open that left knee wide. And there's our upside down pigeon. And then let's bring it back to neutral. Bring both knees in for such a nice hug. Couple knee circles around and around. And reverse. And then from there, while the knees are still pulled in, start to open them wide. And let the soles of your feet come close together. Pull your heels towards your body. Relax your shoulders. Relax your neck. Relax your back. And then start to separate your feet. Keep the knees bent. Push your flat feet towards the sky. Pull down with your hands. And then try extending your legs out a little bit wider, a little bit straighter. And let them float together. Release your hands so your arms come down alongside your body. And then slowly lower just your left leg. Once it's down, we can lower the right. And once you're all the way on the mat, close your eyes and continue to breathe deeply in through the nose, out through the nose. Letting your breath circulate around the body. I want you to visualize your most favorite color and attach that to your breath. And see your breath entering the top of your head. Moving its way down into your eyes, into your cheeks, into your jaw. Down into your neck. See it intensify in your shoulders. And then flow all the way out through each and every finger. Pull it back in through your fingers and up through your shoulders. And then let's see it making its way down your spine, weaving itself in between each and every segment. Moving into your pelvis, opening your hips, relaxing your thighs, swirling around your knees, moving down through your calves, into your ankles, and then running from your heels all the way out to the tips of your toes. Feel that gentle breeze blowing across your body. Hold on to your dreams and never let them go. Show the rest of the world how wonderful you are. Give circumstances a chance and give others the benefit of the doubt. Take on your problems one by one and work things out. Rely on all the strength you have inside. Let loose of the sparkle and spirit that you sometimes try to hide. Stay in touch with those who touch your life with love. Look on the bright side and don't let adversity keep you from winning. Be yourself because you are filled with special qualities that have brought you this far and that will always see you through. Keep your spirits up, make your heart happy, and let it reflect on everything that you do. Let us set aside all of our anxious thoughts and make a conscious choice to live today with courage, with an open heart, with a grateful heart, and with hope. Making random acts of kindness a part of who we are. Know that my soul honors your soul. I honor the place in you where the entire universe resides. I honor the light, the love, the truth, the beauty, and the peace within you because it is also within me. In sharing these things, we are united, we are the same, we are one. Namaste.